Hello everybody, it is me, Briskatuzi, and today we're here talking about That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime episode 23. Ooh, man, this is stuff that happened in the manga like literally I think last month, maybe 1 month or 2 months ago, but damn man, they just skipped over the whole entire part where Rimuru just like makes a new golem for Ramirez. Like that's the part. Actually, I really like that part. I know that I really like the whole entire part with the spirits, with the superior spirits and all that. But I really like the golem part because I thought that it looked cool. Like the way that he summoned the demon. Like the demon looked even cooler in the manga. I showed the picture in my last picture, but I'll show it again. That demon looked awesome, and there was even like foreshadowing to it with like a few chat with like a chapter behind or like 2 chapters behind. I really like that part, but they just skipped over it, so I guess it's okay. Unless unless they're gonna show more of it after the mid credit scene, because I only watched the first 12 minutes of this episode. So then yeah, so they did the superior spirits, and they all got their own spirits, and everything was okay. Like they showed Ramiro like using his degenerate ability to like he like fused lesser spirits into greater spirits, and I think in the manga like drew pictures of what each spirit looked like, and like this and like the ones where Ramiro had to create like spirits for them, they looked really cool. Like the Earth spirit one that Gale got, and I think that in the manga it was drawn sort of like a mechanical robot like golem type like thing, and I think it even had a name that Ramiro named. I really like it how they get artificial personalities. That's kind of different how he can just do that. But we saw how Alice got space. I think it was Alice that got space, which was weird. Like it's a weird element to get space. Like I'm really wondering. Like I'm trying to mongle in my mind what space even like transcends to. And then after that we got Kenya, and then Kenya got a light spirit, and we saw him, and I really like that introduction. How apparently in the manga I was kind of confused at that part because I thought that the light spirit like was like an artificial one that just like was born through the lesser ones like by itself. But I guess it was like a. I think they even no never mind. I think I might have remembered how it's actually like a spirit that's like as good as Ramirez is, and then it just showed up out of nowhere because it liked Kenya's attitude and stuff like that, so then it fused with him, and then he got saved. Ryota got a water slash wind spirit combination that Ramiro made. That's just crazy. I guess it does make sense with how like crazy he was when he used his own abilities. Like just imagining him having two more abilities. Like he's even like who knows what the friggin' like I guess Earth is normal, but who knows what space does? Maybe space might be as powerful as Ryota having water and wind with him. I can't wait to see what type of abilities he has in the future. Chloe get I don't know if I might have mixed up Chloe and Alice again, but at least saw Chloe get hers. And to be honest, that's part that I was really waiting for because I really love that moment in the manga. Like literally it comes out of nowhere. We literally see just a lady in a wedding dress. I looked ahead. And because like Ramirez, like it's sort of like foreshadowing because like even what Ramirez was talking about, because Ramirez was like out of nowhere just told Rimuru that apparently the spirit came from the future, and I'm pretty sure that it sort of assumes slash I read ahead that the spirit that went into Chloe was Chloe herself from the future. Now that's just whack. How is that even possible? And apparently, like they even showed her like in a hero costume, sort of like how the hero looks, and we saw like Veldora get mad. Oh my god, it's all coming to me. Is Chloe the hero? Like, is she the hero from the past that was helping Shizu, or does Chloe become a hero like Shizu in the future? And that's why she was wearing that like get up with like the white and the black like suit, that's sort of like how Shizu and the hero looked. I mean, her eyes look really weird. Like her eyes look really cute now. She looks like a cute girl, but then she also like her future. Like I don't know if I'm thinking of that right. If I am thinking of that right, tell me in the comments. But it's like her eyes look very like slanted and stuff like that. Like her eyes look like Ryota's eyes. And then we saw early in this, we saw Alice kiss Ramiro on the cheek, and I'm pretty sure that Chloe was the one supposed to do that. But maybe I'm mixing that up with the spirit kissing Ramiro, which was really odd seeing how the spirit rushed over him, then kissed him. When he went through him, we saw Veldora again. Veldora reacted to the spirit going through him. There's like even like a wide reaction. Seeing that wide reaction because in the manga it sort of just happened, but seeing like that whole like space time breaking and stuff like that was pretty sweet. But another like thing, especially when we saw like Veldora a few episodes back at the like after when Rimuru first met the kids, like Veldora was just reacting. I wonder how long it's gonna take for him to get out. Maybe soon. Maybe it's because he's reacting so much. Maybe he will show up soon. If maybe if there's a second season. I also really like how there was a cute moment between Ramiro and Chloe. How Chloe got jealous because of Alice, so then she told Ramiro that she loved him, and then Ramiro's just like, "I like you too." And I like it how they added the fact how apparently he didn't do this in the manga, but seeing him do it in the anime was kind of funny. How he's just like, if you were 10, no, 15 years older, and you said it to me, then I would totally like go for you. I like it how like just him mentioning that just makes things just crazier. But I'm pretty sure that since Ramiro was a slime, Like, doesn't that mean that he can live forever? I guess he can die, but because of how strong he is, wouldn't that be impossible? Like, he has to like have like immortality or something. But then the episode like ended with them with Ramiro creating a gift for Ramirez, and then after that, we're at the mid credit scene. So yeah, those are my little thoughts for the first 12 minutes. So I'll be back in a few minutes to read the rest of this. Okay, I am back. Just why did they have to do that? Like, they go through like a whole entire flashback sequence where you see the beginning of the series all the way to where we're at right now. And as soon as when that ends, as soon as when they're done showing stuff like that, they go to Shizu's voice telling Ramiro that she's thankful. Like, damn man, like so much feels right there. Like man, I just started like, oh, I almost like cried, just cried when Chizu started talking, and then after that we went through a whole entire montage with the ending song of them showing what everyone, like every single character that Ramiro has interacted with throughout the series, seeing what they're up to right now, and just man, what? But this series has been amazing. Like I've just been following the manga for like such a long time since it like first started. Like since it first got English translated, and then I bought it at the store. Man, to see all these adventures and then seeing animated. Like man, one thing that I forgot to mention earlier is that I really liked. I've really been enjoying the Great Sage's voice in this series. Like seeing her in the manga is pretty interesting, and seeing the way that she talks, but then seeing her animated is even better. Especially how she was very smug this episode. But Ranga playing with all the kids and Ramiro, like before we got to the montage, Ramiro was looking at Shizu's mask and stuff like that. And then after that, we saw how apparently Ramiro is going to leave. It's because Ramiro saved all the kids, he's off to leave, and he's going to go back to the Tempest, back to his hometown to go back to meet his people and stuff like that. And I like it how they were all crying and stuff like that. And it's weird how Yuki was there. Like in the manga, they didn't show him there, but seeing it in the anime is kind of different. Maybe in the light novel he was there, but it was cool seeing him there because it would make sense because he is like, I guess he would be the new caretaker because he was the only other person that was like sort of like on their side still when people thought that they were that the kids were gonna die. So then I like it how Yuki is like asking Ramiro how he saved the kids, and then Ramiro's just like, it's a secret, and then he's just like, come on, and then Ramiro's just like, well, in order to like make you feel better, I'll just make you a whole bunch of mangas. And then he gives him like over like 100 mangas, like all stack, like even more than 100. That would have to be like more than 1,000 to stack all the way up to like the roof. Maybe less than 500, but it's a lot of manga, and then he's just like telling Ramiro that he's a master. I like how he can like have funny moments and then like take control over Yuki by doing that. Ramiro gave Shizu's mask to Chloe, and he didn't know why, but it did show Veldora interacting with him. We also saw like a very strange guy in like a very green mist, and we saw a guy with like black hair with like a red strip and stuff like that. And he saw him in a suit holding on. He was looking at like a globe, looking at Ramiro, and I have no idea who that is. Like I'm like looking at that, I'm just like I don't know who that guy is. Like if someone can tell me, like they're probably gonna do spoiler warning if they do know who that is, but I have no clue who that is. Like I even looked at more stuff on the fan wiki. No idea who that is. Like I know, like because they didn't show his name, I just couldn't figure out who it is. And because all the screenshots are black and white, I can't tell if he looks like him because the art is so different between like the light novel, manga, and like in the anime. There's just like the character designs are still the same, but they look so different that you might not be able to see them like correctly. So then after that, they ended the episode with Ramiro leaving, of him like running away, and then we saw, oh, what's her name? They mentioned her before. The girl that's supposed to be like one of Shizu's students with Yuki, like another one that's around Yuki's age. I think that was a girl. I always thought that she was a dude, but she's a girl, and I already forgot her name. But she showed up and she was hiding behind a tree as Mario turned into a slime, which would take her off because. But I'm just like, in the manga, like, because right now in the latest chapter of the manga, that part happened, but she went in and was going to attack him. There's 2 episodes left, and I sincerely thought that fight was gonna happen. That fight was gonna happen. Like, but then the next episode is an extra episode. Then what's episode 25? Is episode 25 gonna be the continuation? Because there's supposed to be a fight there. Maybe it's happened differently in the manga. I mean, in the light novel. Because I'm really wondering where that like correlation is. Because I'm really wondering what's going on right there. Because the ending is just different from the manga. So I'm wondering if the light novel is a little bit different. Maybe even the web novel is different. But yeah, this episode is pretty interesting. Really like the rest of this episode, the montage and stuff happening in between. But yeah, I can't wait to see what the extra episode is next week. I hope that it isn't too dumb. I hope that it's actually very interesting. But it's called Black in a Mask, so I have no idea what that even means. But I also don't even know what episode 25 is going to be like. I really hope that a season 2 might be announced, or maybe that might happen, because it might not happen because it isn't caught up in time. Unless they do it off of the light novel, then they can go a little bit further. But they did say that they were doing it based off of the manga, so we might need to wait like another year or two for it to catch up, for that to happen. But I'm okay with waiting like a year, like two, maybe a year, 2 or 3 years. But yeah, this episode was really enjoyable, and I really enjoyed the music during the montage sequence too. That was a pretty awesome and sad song that could get you weeping. Very emotional with the series, but yeah, if you enjoyed my opinions, my thoughts, and stuff like that on this episode, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy this whatsoever, then leave a dislike. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week in the next review. And yeah, bye.